Hi there, I'm Construction Gamer, and this is the UK Northern Powerhouse on Transport Fever 2. This is going to be episode number 59 in the series, and in this episode we're going to head over towards Harrogate, because we've got to build the line from Leeds to Harrogate and then over to York. We should get that done in one episode. In the last episode we rebuilt the approach into Liverpool, make the alignments a bit more realistic and try and improve the entrance as well to make it look a little bit more like it does. I'm quite pleased with how this looks now. It is a good representation, I think, of the approach. Got a few road bridges and then go into a bit of a tunnel. Obviously it's not as long because the scale is out, but I'm still pretty pleased with how it's looking. Liverpool's getting quite busy now. I'm not sure when did I do this. I think I did this after the last episode. I put the Avanti West Coast service in from Liverpool down to Stafford because I don't think it was in place. I think I just had the London North Western Railway service, so we've got a couple of Avanti units on this. I think I've only put 2 on because I can't imagine them being massively busy, but you never know, they might get busy. We've got a bit of a Transpennine Express service. Where are you going? You're going to Oxenholme. You're on an 802, an electric 802, aren't you, as they go off together. Well, it was quite a nice little shot then, actually. Would have been nice if I'd had the hood off at that point, but there we are. Looks, pretty happy with how that whole thing's looking now. After the last episode, rather, I did a little few bits off camera, not a great deal, but I've re-electrified line from Manchester to Glossop, because somebody did say in the comments a while back that the line from Manchester into Glossop is still electrified. So I've done that and put a couple of 323, what are they, 323s or 321s? 323s on there, shuttling back and forth. Not a great deal going on at Glossop really, considering the amount of destinations, but it's 300, what? How's that possible? This doesn't look like a town with 335 people in it, but it is a little bit spread out. Maybe a bus would probably help things. Yeah, bus certainly would help things, but yeah, not to worry about that. I've released the save file up to this episode, obviously, because I would have recorded. I'm recording this and then I'm going to release this save file. So I've released the map a little bit earlier because people have been asking for it. I was trying for every 10 episodes, so we're only one episode ahead really, or about a week ahead, but I know people are eager to have the save file. I've also updated my Steam collection as well, because somebody did say that there are a few mods missing, which there were, so I've updated that, updated the save file, not updated, but released the new save file and updated the Steam collection for that, so that'll be out already if you haven't seen that on Facebook, or not Facebook, on Twitter or the Discord server, which is there. Yeah, it's all a bit backwards because it would have been released already, so yeah, that's why I'm a bit confused. It doesn't take much to confuse me, to be honest, but yeah, that's out there. So that's Liverpool. That's all looking fine. Pretty happy with that. We've got plenty to do still, and I want to head over towards York and Harrogate. Now, I did say that Harrogate was in the wrong place, but I think we should be able to get away with it, I think, looking at things. Now, I don't think there's a great deal for me to do with regards to the lines into York. I thought I might have had to remodel York, which I might do. Don't want to remodel it because it is quite complicated, and we do have a bit of growth, a bit of development around here. Because what I noticed, I mean, York Station is a curved station anyway. We don't have curved stations, but it kind of, the East Coast Main Line comes up, it curves in, and then curves almost back round on itself and then heads out. But you know what, I think I might just change that a bit, and the run up to Scarborough is actually almost straight out of York. But yeah, I think I'm gonna remodel this bit first. I thought it was 4 tracks going into York Station, but it isn't, is it? By the looks of it, there's a diversionary route which avoids York Station, which a pair of tracks go off and a pair of tracks lead into York before splitting off again to go to the multiple platforms. But I'm going to make this look a little bit better, make it look a little bit more realistic, I think. I'm not going to put the diversionary route in just because it's quite complicated and convoluted and it doesn't really add anything. I know in the past I've done diversionary routes like around, where did I do it? Northallerton and Doncaster, but I don't think it really adds anything particularly to this, but I will make it look a little bit better just around here. So we want high speed tracks parallel, no. Catenary, yes. And what I want to do is just as it comes out of here, I think I'll have to leave this because I have done a little bit with walls, retaining walls and things, just to make it look a little bit better. But what I will do is just curve this a little bit more dramatically, just to give that look anyway, at least, because it does kind of almost double back on itself. So we want that on a viaduct, I think, and then I'll put 2 tracks to about there, and then what am I going to do? And then it does curve off, join those 2 together, and then curves again, a bit like that. It's not exactly like that, but just a little bit better, I think, just a bit more. Yeah, it's not quite, is it? Especially with the curve station, because it really would like curve in. But I think I'm going to leave that like that, and then so these, what are you? I think you're bay platforms, aren't you? So this wants to join into there. What are you? Right, so got 2 tracks. No, get rid of that, and then swing that into there. So they're 2 up platforms, I think, although I would have broken the connection, and these are 2 downs, I reckon. So we'll put those into about there, and then the two ups into there. So that should fix everything. And then what are you doing? You're a bay into there, and then this can just split off. So you're a bay for, this might be for the Harrogate service. I haven't researched which services are actually going to go onto here, which I need to do. So yeah, we'll have, what are you? Actually, I think what I'll do is can I get rid of that? I'm going to put in a asset, and it is, what is it under? Fun Clive? No, just looking which one is the one with the track assets. It's not there, so I'm just going to have to look for them, go through them all here. I'm just playing around with a few of the different assets that we've got available. So use QK light signals, and we want a solid double span, don't we? Have we got a double span? Or we're going to have to do it in 2. So we've got double stand, double stand left, solid gantry left stand, solid gantry right stand. Can I put you in? Are you going to let me connect you? No, can I? Can't do it. Come on, let me snap. Okay, let's get rid of that. Try it from here. I just need them to line up nicely. Is there a way to do it? Oh, that's really annoying if it's not going to let me snap them together. That's just going to look rubbish. And now I can't get rid of the gantry. Come on, give me the gantry. Oh, this hasn't gone to plan. Where's the delete? I don't want to delete the road, I just want the gantry. Let's see if there's a double, maybe, unless we're just going to have to go to this for the standard ones. Let's see, what have we got? Solid lattice. No, you do have to do it in 2 parts, don't you? You try a lattice. I know it probably not going to make any difference, is it? Oh, come on, there must be a way to really, like, pressing shift and pressing shift. Shift helping? Not really. That's really frustrating, because I would like to put in a nice gantry. No, it's not having it, and now we've got this issue again. No. Okay, we'll just go to the standard. It was a nice idea to use the gantries, but it just doesn't look like it was happening. If there is a way to actually do like fine control over snapping, then do let me know, and I'll go back to it. But I think we'll just have these standard ones, and then we'll have one coming in from the other side, because these should be these 2 tracks here. I would like the signals. Why aren't you? God, why is it being so finicky? It's probably because that tunnel's there, isn't it? That it's being like this. Yeah, they're not quite even. I think if you're going to do it, have them at least looking even. No, you're not those. I want signals, don't you? So they're coming from this side. Really doesn't want me to have even signals. That's better. Now it is complaining though. That's the only thing. It looks like I've broken everything, which we shouldn't really have. I don't think. Oh no, we do have up downs. Oh, I've done it the wrong way around. After all that, we've done it. Well, I've done it wrong. So you go away, and then we'll connect it. It's still 2 tracks, so run that. You're a down or an up. No, you're an up, and then you're a down. Too much slope. Okie dokie. This was supposed to be so simple. Just do a little bit, just to make it look a little bit better, and I've completely messed it up. So I think I'll have those. Why are you doing that now? Why is it being so awkward? Just smooth that off a bit. Actually, having said that, we probably do need another bridge as well, don't we? So let's get that in place before we start anything. So we'll do that into there. Then we'll do a road underneath here. Maybe it probably doesn't need to be that deep, does it? That should be more than deep enough for. Nope, that's definitely it's not deep enough. 1, 2. That should be fine. And then we'll do bridge, I'm not sure, should we go with the girder because it is curved. I don't like doing curved girder bridges, so I'm not sure how realistic it is, but I think we'll do one anyway. Into there, and then you straight into there, so you are up downs, and then we cross from here straight into there. That's better, isn't it? Can you snap into there? You can, that's good. So I like to see. And then we have these here, so we want one of these coming off just in case. I think we will need it actually. Is that right? Yeah, because that connects into the down line, that connects up to the up line. We'll get rid of that signal. That doesn't need to be two-way, does it? Still saying things are broken, which is a bit of a worry. We'll use triple aspect one way onto there, and then I won't have any other signals because that splits off. Maybe put a signal there perhaps, and then one more there maybe. And it's still not happy. Things are broken. Is this all? Pause the game just before any vehicles decide they're going to go into. So that's all electrified, isn't it? Catenary, yes. Just I've broken everything. I can't. Yeah, that needs to. Did I delete a section that crosses there as well? Because yeah, that's fine. Let's take a look. Everything's broken. Oh my, what's it tried to do here? So I mean 4 on 1. So that's an up line. That's a down line. That's fine. I think. Yeah, Liverpool Scarborough, because you need to cross the tracks. Darlington, Grantham, it should all be fine. Yeah, Liverpool Scarborough's fine, but everything else is broke. That's because I haven't connected them. Yeah, that's gonna do it, isn't it? Right, let's get that running up to there. So we'll have a pair. What have I decided to do here? Right, it's not going to be realistic, is it? Or is it? I'm not sure what I decided. So what I've done here is pairs of up downs together, so we've got a pair of ups and a pair of downs together, which is probably going to confuse things a little bit. But what I want to do is have a section of track. So we're going to use buildings 240 meters, use my ruler. So just as it starts to straighten up, it becomes, because basically what I want is enough stacking potential before I put another signal in. So just as it starts to straighten up, I think we'll have no, we won't. We'll have a switch, which I'll explain why we need that in a minute. Then 4 tracks, and we'll have 2 up downs side by side. I'm not sure if that's correct, but I'm just going to have it like that anyway, just for simplicity. So that comes down. What have I done? That looks like a really, really long lead in, doesn't it? And it just looks weird. I've never seen track kind of come that close together before. Right, get rid of that and that. That just looked a little bit strange. So where's that switch? The switch is there, so we'll have from there to about there, 86, 90. That should be more than fast enough because all services are stopping at York anyway. That's better. And then this one, bring in a little bit to about there, and then just bring. What is that? That's doing some really weird things today. Right, let's do that then. So these are a pair of up lines, so we'll put in 2 signals there. It is one way, isn't it? And then we want a signal here to protect this switch. Coming down, you've already got a signal, so that's fine. So there's enough room for a 240 metre long train to wait out the way. And then when it goes to 2 tracks, this actually wants to be a single track. Just make sure there's no glitching on. Now I don't think the route into Harrogate is. Where's Harrogate? Harrogate's there. That's fine. Yeah, it looks like it's. I don't think the route from Leeds to Harrogate and then back to York is electrified, is it? I don't think so. What we'll do is have that into there and then just get rid of the electrification on a little stretch of it. Just leave some mass in just because it makes it look better. Sometimes it doesn't work fully. But what we need is, so we'll have a one-way signal there. Now we do have a one-way signal there. Hopefully that should be alright, because all I'm thinking is, actually we just need to measure out this track here. I think you can guess, so to about there. So pair of signals on the down, pair of signals on the up. So basically the track coming from Harrogate goes into a single track, into a single switch, and then obviously it's going to have to come down on this bit. But that should be fine, I think. We've got a bit of quite a big block section here, but I don't think it's the end of the world. And then actually, having said that Harrogate probably needed to be rebuilt, it doesn't, I don't think. I think we should be able to get away with it. It's probably a little bit far north, but I don't think it's It's not massively out considering like the scale and everything of some of the other towns that we've had to rebuild. Actually, I don't want it like that. I think what it can do is just run. Yeah, I think what I want to do is get rid of some of this because I straightened up a little bit too quickly. So it needs to curve a little bit like that. Just make sure we're kind of pointing almost in the right sort of direction, and then something a bit like that, and then put this one-way section back in, just making sure there's no glitching. That all looks good. That's fine. Straight in to Harrogate, like that, like that, like that. And then obviously we need to put the signal back on there. That shouldn't be any issue with us having the one-way signal. It should all be fine. But what I want to do, actually, I do want to move. I think I want to move this a bit closer because that block section does look quite big. So I want to make that 105. That's plenty fast enough. Just move this in a little bit closer. Just means trains can wait a bit closer to the station to get into York. So that all should be fine. That switch is fine. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. Am I? Yes, I will take it. Actually, I think we do need another. We're gonna have another curved. Can I get rid of a little section of track here? Just force a node in there. Just want to take out where the track's the straightest. Just want to get rid of that, and then we'll put another road under bridge, something like that. That should be fine, and then another nice gird bridge. It will be a little bit curved, but I think I'll live with it. What are you doing? Why are you your own bridge? That's a little bit weird, isn't it? What's it done there? Right, so have it the same colour. Is it glitching a little bit, isn't it? Is it the same bridge though? I think it is. And before I forget, I need to put in the things, the assets. One of them, is that going to be, so it wants to be middle, number of tracks 2, what's grey? Is York, I think we'll go with grey. It's not sandstone around here, it's not red, is it? And then we need to do the same on this bit as well. Just put those, then they just make everything look so much better. That's fine. I think that, yeah, I'm a bit happy with how that looks. I need to rejig the roads a bit, don't I, because of where they were. But now all we want to do is take a look at Harrogate. Now I haven't actually looked at Harrogate, so I'm just going to have a quick look at what it looks like. Okie dokie, so I've had a bit of a look at Harrogate, and this track needs to go up a little bit. It is a little bit, it did look quite odd because there is a big curve and it did look a bit weird, but I didn't expect it to be quite as unusual. It's not massively unusual, but the orientation of the station is not kind of what I expected, so we actually need to, I think we want a little bit of a curve on it going up, and we want to be heading to the north of Harrogate, which is why it looks so weird. But yeah, at least we don't have to rebuild. I think I'll just bring this in a little bit, rebuild that, and then that should be fine. Put my signal back in. Now I think all of the connections to Harrogate are going to have to be demolished first of all. We'll get rid of a little bit of a track in a bit. I think this whole side of Harrogate needs to be demolished. I think we can get away because Harrogate's quite big actually, because it's had a bus service in from I think almost the beginning, so I think we can delete a little bit of it without impacting on it too much, and just delete that top as well. Get rid of all that road. We'll have to rebuild all the road connections back in. The bus service is broken, but that doesn't matter, I don't think, or it might do, but I just need to recheck the map again. Yeah, it's certainly nice and complicated. It's not going to be exactly how it is, but we will try and replicate it a little bit, because it kind of goes into Knaresborough and then Starbeck. So actually, how am I going to do this and make it look a little bit more realistic? I think possibly we might have had to, maybe if we delete the top end. Yeah, probably maybe should have rebuilt Harrogate. I was right in thinking it is, because what I was thinking is I could just put a station at the bottom, but obviously I can't do that if I want it to look anything like it does in real life. So we'll exaggerate some of the curves coming in just so we can get this track looking a little bit more realistic, and then comes back in. Hopefully we haven't, let's just check how much have we deleted here. We haven't deleted everything. So that's one thing, and then curve it in a little bit like so, bring it down a little bit, and then we'll have to, you're just slowing down the services for the sake of having the track look realistic, because this is what's 40. It's quite slow, but I think we are, and then it kind of comes round the top of Harrogate a bit like that. So some of the curves are going to be quite slow, but I think that's better. It's not even close to how it looks in real life actually, but I think we'll take it. I think Right, and then we bring it around, it curves back in itself almost, a bit like that. Get rid of all that, and then Harrogate Station, I assumed Harrogate Station had a nice, for some reason, had a nice kind of classical building, but it doesn't look like it did, from using Google Maps anyway. So what I'm going to do, it does look fairly modern. I think we'll keep, that is going to be, no, it doesn't want catenary standard tracks, it's fine. It, from me, from above, using Google Maps, the station does look fairly modern, so I'm going to use the NL platforms for this. Non-electrified, but it does have has a bypass track down the middle by the looks of it, and then it does have a bay platform as well on a bit of an angle platform. I'm not sure if the bay platform possibly might get used. There's some, I'm reckoning there's like a Harrogate to York shuttle or something possibly, so I will put 2 sections in like that, and then platforms. Just have another look. Yeah, I'll just bring, not those ones, I want the NL platforms, don't I? Where are you? There. I think I'll just leave it like that, and then we'll have a nice big platform on there. Passenger building, I think, looking at it, it looks to me, there's like a tower or something, so I think I'll have a modern building on it. Probably better. Maybe if I go to Street View, maybe. Oh yeah, so there is, on one side, it does actually look looks a bit more classical, so we will put that on that side. Something along those lines. And then on this side, I think it has like a massive multi-storey car park, but I don't think I will put a building on. What I will do is I'll just put that on there like that, and then MISC, we're on MISC anyway, aren't we? Where are the steps? It's passenger building, that's why I'm looking for those. Where are you? Right at the end, probably. No, right at the far end there, and then we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4 on that end, and then fences. I think on this side we'll have that, and then on this side we'll have an older looking wall. Having said that, I think I want to move those around a little bit. I don't like those gaps in the walls if I can help it, so if I put a bit of a wall in there, and then passenger building, I don't know why I was going for brown. I'm assuming I will go with brown. Why not? I'm assuming it's a northern station, possibly. Could be wrong, quite possibly am. And then we'll just put 2 on there like that. And they should usually have little stairs that are going down, don't they? Yeah, so that matches up with that, that's fine. We've got the passenger bridge in, and then there's like another bridge that comes out to the car park, but obviously we can't really replicate that, so that's fine. Pretty happy with that. And then this just goes into there. I don't think it's bi-directional, I think it is just up. I think at this point it would be up, wouldn't it? Construction not possible. And then into there. Oh, no, what's wrong with you? Why are you being so finicky? Oh no, I've just deleted that as well. Didn't want to do that. Right, you go into there, and then you go into there. Good. Now you into there, that's fine. And then this wants to join somewhere like that, and then we need a switch. Not sure if I like doing switches on curves if I'm honest, but I think we're going to have to in this particular instance, because we do need one, just in case that bay platform is used. So we want a signal on that bit, and then these are 2 down lines. Yeah, this is going to be quite a big block section, but not to worry. And then these tracks can just go off. Although we'll just, where's Leeds? Leeds that's Bradford. So we're coming off this line, and then we're coming up. And then what I just want to do is I want to put a bit of track on there, curve it purposely in the wrong direction, come down, get this so that you're an up, join that to that. And then it wants to go almost like 90 degrees coming out like that. It's even more severe than that actually. Looking at it does almost go like 90 degree out, but I think looking, where's Leeds? Yeah, I think we'll have that as it is, and then we'll just curve this down. And it is quite a very curvaceous route by the looks of it, down to Leeds, so we'll have a few curves in there as we approach Leeds, and then we'll have a junction into there, all nice and straightforward like so. Now I was just thinking, and before I forget, is I know some of the episodes may be getting a little bit samey now because we are just building like lots of tracks. I don't want it to get too boring for you. I know people are enjoying the series, and there's quite a few of you watching it still, which is nice to see, but I thought I might mix things up a bit. I probably won't break them whole completely, but I was thinking I might start to move on to HS2 and HS3 possibly. We are getting towards 60 episodes. The next episode is going to be 60 episodes in, so we've really done a lot of episodes on this. So I thought I might try and make things a little bit more interesting as we continue. We've still got a lot to do. What I was thinking is I might build some of the tracks off camera just to get them in, because one of the big things with this, I did want to get as many lines built as physically possible. If the line existed and there was a route on it, then I was going to build it, but I could do a lot of that off camera. But let me know what you think in the comments below. If you still want to see me build the existing lines, then I'll do that. I won't go mad until I've read the comments. I won't kind of go off on a tangent. But if you would prefer me to see like HS2, HS3, the Northern Powerhouse stuff being built, then let me know, and I can start construction on those sorts of things. And at the same time, off camera, I'll be building the other lines. Or if there's a particular line that you'd like to see me build, then I'm more than happy to do that as well. So yeah, we'll get that in. I'll get the link into Leeds finished. I need to research which routes are actually going to be on these lines, but it's not perfect, but I've kind of replicated a little bit of the craziness that it looks like it does, and then that just needs to be tied into there. But yeah, we've got no journey on this because we haven't built any routes, and I've still got to do the research. But yeah, I think I just wanted to mention about the taking it off on a different tangent. It's still going to be me building in a similar vein to how I have been for the past how many months. I don't know how long it's been now, but I think maybe HS2, HS3 is just a little bit something different, especially HS3, because we can have a good kind of go at guessing where HS3 is going to be. We've had some hints, we do have a few maps to reference off, but there's no kind of concrete route as yet as to where HS3 is going to go. And I think there is going to be an announcement soon, but I don't think we're going to get any real firm routes for a good while yet. Not with ones where the route what's the word? It's when they safeguard a route, don't they? We're not going to get any safeguarding this year, I don't think, for the routes, which will give us an indication as to where it'll go. But we have had some news about HS2. The new Manchester Airport station is gone back to planning on that, and they're looking at doing four platforms on that. There's going to be a new northern approach to Crewe, which wasn't there before, so you can go from Manchester and actually stop at Crewe. That wasn't possible in the previous plans. And obviously we've got the passive provision for HS2 to go into Liverpool as well, which is kind of been put forward, but it just makes it possible to guess where HS3, at least on the western part of the route, will go anyway. So yeah, we've done some smoothing. But yeah, let me know in the comments. I can either keep building the routes and get this map finished and then go on to HS2, HS3, or I can move on to HS2, HS3 a little bit earlier than previously planned. But yeah, there we are. If I improve that, I can unpause the game, can't I? Because the routes aren't broken, it's just the bus routes are broken. Actually, I haven't said that. Northern Darlington, Grantham, what's up with you? You're on a bay platform. No, you're not. What's wrong? So you're coming up, you're the downline, coming down here onto that downline, not an issue. You are all electrified, aren't you? Otherwise it's a no electrified route. And then we're coming on the upline, pair of uplines, down into one, into here, and then across onto there. So, I'm not sure why it's broken. Don't know, we'll have to look at that. We'll have to have a little bit of a look at that. Maybe if I unpause the game. Yes, I know there's lots of things broken, but I'll leave you with that. That nice cross-country HST coming out of York Station, and I'm going to leave it there, and I'm going to say until next time, bye bye.